Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Welcome you all to this English class. Today's class is all about tenses. So as you all know, there are three basic types of tense. Present tense, which talks about today. Past tense, which talks about yesterday. Future tense, which talks about what is going to happen, that is tomorrow. So just remember that you want to tell something that has happened today, then you say it in present tense. You wanted to tell something that has happened in your past, maybe yesterday, you tell it using past tense. And you wanted to tell something that is going to happen in the future, then you use future tense. So today's lesson is all about present tense. Before starting the lesson on present tense, let me tell you there are 4 types of present tense. What are they? Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. So the basic first tense is present tense, which is further divided into 4 types. So today we will look into simple present tense. Simple present tense is very easy. So now let's see how to use or how to write a simple present tense and then where to use it. Let's look into some examples. I study, you study, we study, they study. He studies, she studies, it studies. Isn't it very simple? Yes, it is. These are simple present tense. So in these examples, you can see I, you, we, they, he, she, it. As you know, all these are subjects. And with the subject, you use the verb. The verb used is study. So when you say that, when someone asks you, what do you do? What do you do? So you are a student and you say that I study. Because you are a student, so you say I study. In case you have a job, so what will you tell them? You will say I work. Isn't it? So right now you are a student, so you say I study. Now let me tell you how is it different from telling I study and I am studying. Now when you say I am studying, that means what you do right now at this moment. For example, today is Friday and it is 10 a.m. right now. So someone comes into your room or someone asks you over phone, what are you doing right now? So Friday 10 a.m. what you do right now is you study. So you tell them that I am studying. So when you frame I am studying, that means that is something that you do right now. It is temporary. So you do something right now and that is temporary. You tell I am studying. When someone asks you, what do you do? So you say that I study because you are a student and you're going to be a student till like 4 to 5 years from now. Or if you are in 5th standard, for the next 5 to 7 years, you're going to be a student, isn't it? So you say that I study. That is permanent. So whenever you want to tell something that is permanent, you use simple present tense. Let us go back to the examples once again. I study, you study, we study, they study, he studies, she studies, it studies. Now, when you see these examples, I, you, we, they, the verb used is study. But when it comes to the subjects he, she, it, there is a small difference. What is that? You have used the verb in the form of studies. He studies, she studies, it studies. So, the basic formula to remember always when you have to frame a simple present tense is here. Subject plus verb. When your subject is I, you, we, they, you just write the verb. I play, we play, they play, you play. I play, you play, we play, they play. At the same time, when your subject is he, she or it, you ought to add a yes to the verb. That is subject plus verb plus yes. So what are those subjects where you have to add yes to the verb? He plays, she plays, it plays. Let's look into one more set of examples. I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat, he eats, she eats, it eats. So, the simple present tense is always very easy. The only thing that you have to remember is when you have the subject he, she, it, the thing you have to do is add yes to the verb. Now, where to use the simple present tense, or what are the situations that I have to use simple present tense?